Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie with Lumeria Star. I haven't filmed a video in a while. I want to say it's been over a month, and like October, I was just busy every weekend. I had weddings, I had family to see. There was just always somewhere to be. So my favorite month of the year just kind of came and gone. And then the first week of November has been challenging. For those of you who might follow me on Instagram, you know, I do live in the US, and the election results have been really challenging for many Americans. I'm not going to get too into it right now, but I just wanted to say that, you know, in challenging times, tarot has always been there for me and helped me kind of sort through a lot of big emotions and kind of help me sort through my thoughts. So if you are one of those people who are just really struggling right now, I hope that just some lighthearted tarot content can provide you, you know, a respite for whatever you're feeling, some comfort, some joy, a little glimmer in your day. And that's why I'm gonna, you know, continue doing this, because I know it does that for me. So I really hope that if you are struggling or, you know, just going through hard times, that something like this, like a video about tarot and tarot decks, I just hope it brings you some comfort. And I know I like to watch these videos sometimes if I'm doing things around the house or catching up on laundry or even falling asleep at night. So I hope videos like this or my video can bring you that same comfort too. So moving on from that, what I wanted to do is, because I haven't filmed in a while, I just wanted to share some decks that I've worked with this fall. I usually do this once a month, but again, life has gotten really busy, so I'll just get into it. Some of the decks I've been working with this month, and a few of them are pretty new, so let's just get into it. So one of the decks I worked with this month is the Black Lily Tarot. This is by Aya Rosen, and this is not a new deck, but it is newer to me. I want to say I picked this up last year, but like I think I probably said this before. I'm one of those people that will pick up a deck. I know I want to work with it, but I might not be ready to work with it yet. That was the case for this deck. So I picked this up last year, kind of put it on my shelf, and this fall I felt ready and called to use it. I think the artwork is beautiful. It gives me this like dark feminine energy, this kind of like primal, kind of grungy vibe. I don't know what it is about it, but it gives me like 90s vibes. I don't know why, but I really enjoy the artwork of this deck quite a bit. Yeah, it just to me, it's like dark feminine energy. It's like raw, it's primal, it's messy, and I think that's what dark feminine energy is. It can be messy, it's not, you know, pretty and perfect, and I really enjoy that about this deck. And just the artwork is really beautiful. So this was a fun one I started to play with this fall. I think the like black backgrounds kind of lent it to feel like we're kind of, you know, moving into the fall. And I don't know, I feel like it kind of captured some of that like moving into the darker months of the year. So this one was really cool. I know this is a favorite in the tarot community, and it's been around for quite a while, but this one was new to me, and I really enjoy it. So I'm really glad I picked this one up. So that is the Black Lily Tarot. All right, another deck, well, let's say decks I worked with, and actually I'm going to show them together because I really enjoyed pairing these two together. This is Tarot of Persephone's Garden, and I was pairing it with the Flower Oracle. So this one I picked up on Etsy. I believe, I forget the creator, Kara Small. And Persephone is one of the main goddesses that I do a lot of work with, so it felt really special to have a deck specifically to work with her. And then the Flower Oracle is an oracle deck by Broccoli Mag, and they do these really beautiful, beautiful decks with like collage work. So these are the backs, really pretty. So with this one, I just felt these worked so beautifully together. Normally a flower deck I would probably work with in the spring or summer, but this one I thought it was perfect for fall paired with Persephone's Garden. It kind of, to me, like just captured the energy of, again, heading back into the underworld. And with Persephone, she is the goddess of springtime and the queen of the underworld. So I really loved the juxtaposition of those two energies. I think that kind of captures who Persephone is. So I just loved these two together. I think the artwork really complements each other. We've got this like classic artwork, and then we've got collage work that also includes some like kind of vintage pieces, and it's just stunning. Really, really enjoyed this pairing. I don't know if these are permanently paired together, because sometimes I do that. But this is a strong pairing. I could probably pair these with different things, but sometimes I do really enjoy kind of making deck pairings, and then they're kind of like paired for life. Like I always work with them together. But yeah, I just love the balance these two create. It just felt very harmonious. Just really beautiful. I'll do one more. And on the peony, it's my favorite flower. Beautiful. So these two decks I really, really enjoyed working with in the fall. And it kind of helps me transition into that fall energy, kind of slowly transitioning into the darker months of the year. So this was a win. Really, really enjoyed this one quite a bit. And I'm excited to continue working with both of these decks and getting to know them more. So definitely a winning combo, if you ask me. Let me know what you think of those two. Okay, so the next deck I worked with is an oldie, and I've got this in a tarot bag by Coffee with the Fool. I love her bags. They're just like these really pretty kind of patchwork bags. So I really just enjoy that bag pair. This is a vintage deck that I picked up many years ago. This is the Golden Rider Tarot. So this is out of print, sadly, so I'm sorry about that. But you can probably still find them floating around like on Etsy. I think I found this... I picked this up from someone on Instagram years ago, and I only paid like $50 for it, which was like really nice. But I love the backs. I love the golds and the hot pinks in this deck. I really enjoy Rider-Waite-Smith decks just because they're so classic, and I really enjoy the artwork in this. The painting kind of softens that like heavy line work that is normally in like the traditional RWS. Love the hot pinks in this. I love pink. I just feel like it gives it a fresh take while also still feeling very vintage. And the gold borders, I really, I don't know, I enjoy working with them with fall. I feel like it mimics the golden colors outside. So this is just a very enjoyable deck for me to work with come fall. And because it's, you know, kind of an out of print and collector's deck, I really do cherish this one quite a bit. It's got a nice feel to it. It's got like, it's slippery. It's like almost like a satin finish, I guess. I don't know. It shuffles really nice. So really, really enjoy the Golden Rider. That was a favorite of mine I worked with this fall. and will be, you know, a staple in my tarot collection. I don't ever really foresee letting this one go. So that was a great find for me when I did pick that up. Okay, another deck that was new to me, this was sent to me by the creator, is the Anthropologist Tarot. So I started using this, and this deck is just cool. Love the backs. I love how modern they are. And this is an interesting deck because basically what the deck shows, let me see, potent iconography and symbols sampled from thousands of years of human history. So basically, yeah, there's a lot of like artifacts in here. It feels like, this deck feels to me like walking through an art museum, but it's like a really hip, up and coming, like artsy museum. Like it's ancient, but it's modern at the same time. I love the balance of those two. So we've got all these kind of like old, whether they're like artifacts or relics or statues, and then they're paired with these just like funky colors and modern fonts, and I don't know, it just feels like a cool deck. I don't know how else to say that, but it was really fun getting to know this a bit more. It really surprised me. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I really did. And I didn't work with it too much, but I am excited to continue working with it. Like, look how beautiful this is for the lovers. It's just interesting. I haven't really seen anything else like this out there. Look at this King of Cups. Like, that's stunning. It's just a cool deck. And I'm so glad I have it. This High Priestess, gorge. And I love the Empress card. So good. So this was really enjoyable. If you're, you know, attracted to this artwork, I definitely suggest checking it out. It's a good one. And it does come with a little guidebook. It is kind of basic. It's really just keywords. But I found it to be helpful. There's like upright and reverse keywords. So it's nice that that's there. Okay. So let's see, another deck I worked with. I've had this one for a bit. I did back this one on Kickstarter when it was out. I want to say it was a few years ago. This is the Soul Tarot. So this is basically around like imagery of the sun. And it comes in this little pouch that it's a little hard to get out of. This is the beautiful box. It's got this like really beautiful like Art Deco kind of feel to it. And it's very simplistic and minimalistic. So look at these beautiful backs. I do have, are those scratches? No, those are like scuff marks. Kind of gold gilding. And it's very, very minimalistic, and I just like it. It just works. I love the color palette. The color palette reminds me of fall. Again, I love the simplicity of it, the minimalism of it. Each of the suits is color coded, which I think is cool. So we've got this like, we've got this color for wands. We've got this like kind of peachy color for the cups. We've got a brown color for the pentacles, and then we've got this like mustard yellow color for the swords. So you can really just like pick up, like you can just really sink into some of this artwork, I feel like. And this is a deck that I really like to pull like only one or two. This is another deck that I feel like what I would consider a slow deck. I just kind of move slowly through the readings. But they're just, I don't know, the artwork is really satisfying to me. I know it's probably not for everyone, but there's just something about it that really just pleases me. I don't know. I just really enjoy it. And the guidebook that I also backed with Kickstarter, it's a good guidebook. Like, I'll show you. So we've got, you know, upright and reverse meanings. We've got keywords and then like a write-up. And I also love how there's like a affirmation for each one. So like 9 of Cups, I'm thankful for the abundance surrounding me and content with what I don't have. And each card has that, which I appreciate, that they don't like skimp on the minors, which some guidebooks do. So I just think this is really great. It feels very fall to me. I think there's a lot of decks that kind of focus on the moon, and it's nice that there's one that focuses on the sun. You see these less. I'm not saying there's none, but they're less common. So I just appreciate the balance of that energy. So yeah, this is the Soul Tarot, and this is by Corinna. I don't know if this is still in print, so I apologize for that. It might still be on her site. All right, let me take a sip of my tea really quick. I'm drinking this really delicious pumpkin spice tea from Trader Joe's, and it's so good. It's like light. It's not like too overwhelming. Okay, so another deck new to me, and I know this one everyone's been kind of buzzing about on Instagram because there was a very small print run. I snagged it up and then it sold out. This is the Cine Tarot. This is by created by Rose Bay Tarot on Instagram. I love her collage work. These are the backs, which are just so cool. And her collage work is just so good. So good. I'm a fan of collage work. And this deck feels very sacred feminine. This deck also has like astrological cards as well. It's on this beautiful linen finish. Yeah, I think she just did a phenomenal job with the collage work. There's some like pop culture images, as you can see. There's some like religious iconography. So it kind of like, this deck just kind of goes its own way. Love this Leo card with Madonna. This deck just kind of goes its own way, but it like works. And I really, really enjoy it. I definitely need to work with this more for sure. I mean, some of them have been renamed, so the Devil is Temptation. And yeah, there's definitely some like religious, you know, undertones in here, and it's just done so well. Some of the suits are renamed, so cups are hearts, wands are still wands. Let me see if I can find, yeah, this swords are swords. Maybe cups is the only one that was. Oh, okay, pentacles are coins. This reminds me somewhat, if I had to make a comparison, to the Lioness Oracle Tarot, but just because there's a lot of like flowers and roses and like a little bit like that, but I think they're distinctly different. But you kind of get the vibe, I think. Look at this beautiful, beautiful High Priestess card. I just love it, and I need to work with it more. So this one's not going to be put away quite yet. Like, I still need to work with her more. So she'll be staying close to me on a shelf, not too far away. I don't know if I can get this back in the box. Okay, so those are a few decks. I have 3 more. So these 3 are new kind of like Halloween decks to me. So this one I backed on Kickstarter. This is called just the RWS Halloween Tarot. So this is featuring, you know, Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork, and it was altered by Matt Green. And again, this is a perfect deck for me because I love the RWS and I love Halloween. So amazing. Cute backs. We've got a matte kind of burnt orange, which is really pretty. And we have taken the RWS and just kind of like made it Halloween, but in a really subtle way. Like, it's not like over the top. You can see the integrity of the artwork is still there, but it's subtle. Very subtle. Like, some of them are really kind of just like the same artwork. We've got a pumpkin here, black cats, just tiny little things. Oh, I just love this deck so much. The inner child in me just really loves all the Halloween touches in this. We've got little ghosties, a lot of ghosties. And our little pumpkin flag instead of like the death flag. Our devil's holding a little jack-o'-lantern filled with candy. Yeah, really subtle. Really subtle and done just so well. We've got our high priestess as a witch. I love the color palette of this too. This one is definitely going to be like a mainstay in my Halloween collection of decks. I was just so excited when I saw this on Kickstarter. Look at Justice, the pumpkin head, and the Emperor as Frankenstein's monster. So good. And it came in a really nice box too, one of the like magnetic clamshell boxes. So this was a favorite, a new favorite. I know it's like an immediate favorite, but new to my collection, the RWS Halloween Tarot. And then another Halloween tarot that I did picked up. This is the Halloween, are they? No, this is Halloween Wait. This is RWS Halloween. This one is by Tarot Collectibles, which you all are probably familiar with. I have a couple of their decks. I have like their Christmas deck. I have the zombie decks. These decks are also really fun. RWS kind of like reimagined. This one's definitely more like kitschy, whereas this one's more like classic. This one's definitely more kitschy and playful. It's very bright. We've got like glossy cardstock. And this one's more like Halloween costumes and witches. And it's like a little silly, but like I like that because Halloween, like you can just be silly. You can be childlike and playful. So we've got little skeleton hands, costumes, bats, like everything about this, like my inner child just loves. Like, I don't care if it's corny. I think it's great. So this was new to me this month. So again, this is the first October I got to work with it. Look how cute this is. This is the first October I got to work with it, but I'm really excited to have this now moving forward. So I'll always have a whole bunch of Halloween decks to work with. And this one also came with extra cards that I didn't take out yet. There's like a couple different Fool cards. Like there's this Ronald McDonald looking one, which I don't really like. I'm going to take him out and I'm going to keep this person with a little pumpkin hat. I'm not scared of clowns. I just don't like them. Like they don't scare me, but I don't know. There's something about them I don't like. So he's out. And there's a couple other cards that have alternates in this deck, which I think is fun. But yeah, this is just fun. It's playful. This is the kind of deck that like if I was reading at like a fall festival, Halloween festival, I would bring this. I think this would be like a crowd favorite with people just because they can relate to. There's another Fool. There's 3 Fools in this deck. I think they could just relate to the imagery. It's just fun. There's a Fool I don't care for. He looks like Ronald McDonald. Anyway, super fun deck. I love having like a nice Halloween collection of tarot decks because it's just my favorite. So this was fun. I'm so glad I did pick this up. I also saw they have a Indiegogo campaign for an All Hallows Eve wait, and I'm curious how the artwork is going to differ from this one. So I don't know if I'm going to back that one because honestly, how many Halloween decks do I need? But I am curious. I'm going to take a look at it and just see if the artwork is significantly different and I like it. Maybe I'll back it. But so far, I'm enjoying that one. Okay, and the last deck that I did pick up for Halloween that is new to me is the Teriyuki Gialli. So this is a Rider-Waite tarot deck inspired by Italian horror cinema. And I am a big horror fan, so I thought this was perfect. All right, so these are the backs. They are quite big. Like this is the size of my hand. So they're large for me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know how big they were. But basically every single card in this deck is designed to look like a movie theater, like a movie poster of a film, of an Italian horror film. And I think they did such an excellent job. Like this artwork is so vivid and beautiful. And what's really cool is every single one has keywords. So surprisingly, this is a very beginner friendly deck. Like we've got the devil and we've got keywords: insatiable sexuality, shadow self, bondage, secret desires, the id. We've got temperance, balance, equality, patience, foreplay, steady progress. Foreplay is an interesting keyword for temperance. But yeah, I think this was such a cool deck to create. The artwork is evocative, it's vivid, it's very spot on to like the aesthetics of Italian horror, which is like that really, really vivid color, almost like garish in color. Like the first thing that comes to mind is like Suspiria, like films like that. So this was really cool. I didn't work with it too much because I kind of got it towards like mid to tail end of October, but I'm excited. This is new to my collection. I'm excited I have it. I was also contemplating the horror tarot, which I think is like mass market right now. It's similar to this, but this one's specifically Italian horror. So I don't know if I need both, but the vibe is the same. I think with the horror tarot, it's like all the cards, the artwork is supposed to mimic movie posters and book covers. This one's just Italian horror movie posters, which is incredible. So fun. I think this is one I can use all year round too. For me, this isn't just Halloween because I watch horror all year. So beautiful. I love it. I love it. And it comes with, you know, a decent guidebook. And for each one, we get keywords and like a write-up. And we don't skimp on the minors, which I really, really appreciate. So that is the Tarocchi Gialli. And this is by Chain Assembly. That's the name of the brand or the creator. So let me put this back in its box. So yeah, these are just some of the decks I worked with this fall. Just gonna pile them up right here. And if I can get this in the box, just pile them all up right here. So good. Tarot's been really helpful for me recently. I know I was feeling a little burnt out from it, but you know, when times get tough, I know tarot is here, whether to bring me comfort, whether to bring me guidance, or just joy, because they're just little bits of artwork, and like art is what keeps us going. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it provided you some glimmers in your day. And if you liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. It is a free way to, you know, keep up to date with my content, as well as just, you know, a free way to support creators you like. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.